correct the students in terms of pronunciation errors, in terms of ways to improve the flow, and also in ways to make it possibly more entertaining. We can't have everyone do it, but usually most of the students are interested in watching other people perform. So, yeah, you know. So having a couple of people up here is usually a very good idea. So, right? Yes, please.
Okay. Hello? Oh, hello. I need some information. What currency is used in the European Union right now?
Where?
EU, the European Union.
I think the euro is used in most of the EU.
Alright. Is English spoken much there?
I really have no idea.
Oh, well, how about a credit card? Are they accepted them everywhere?
How would I know?
Well, you are a travel agent, aren't you?
What? This is a hair salon. You have the wrong number.
Now, exactly what I would expect people to do now is this. When you're listening as a teacher to the dialogue, listening to them do this, it's a great opportunity for you to point out areas that you want to correct them on, as I said, so for the other students' benefit. Here, I would point out to something like, for example, I noticed that your use of air in there and where is losing a little bit of clarity, okay? Now, one of the things that you can do for that is this. I think every teacher probably has their own way of dealing with pronunciation problems. I'll simply show you mine, and if it works for you, then great. I don't use KK in the classroom. I find it very complicated. And the Western dictionary form of breaking down words for pronunciation is equally complicated and very difficult. I tend to like to keep things a little simpler. So what I'll often do in this case, when you're using the word there, I'll simply give students a word that they know already very, very well. A word that they feel comfortable pronouncing. So if you're going to do there.
There.
Exactly. And concentrate on the word air.
Air.
Right. There. Air. There. Where.
Where.
Good. Okay. Now for, and I got that, and also the word accepted. Right, accepted. Right. Very often with these dialogues, one of the errors that you almost always hear is, of course, the past tense suffixes never get pronounced, right? They just die off the end of the word. So pointing out the various proper ending for the ED is going to be really, really important for at this point in time. All right, good. So we've got accepted. Right, good. It sound there. Good. And your line here, how would I know? Your intonation was excellent, but I would like a little more clarity on would. So, how would I know?
How would I know?
Great, exactly. Okay, good. So, and the last word I want to correct too would just be this. And this is an ongoing thing. Contractions, right? Students absolutely hate this one. Aisle. Right, and it's a real pain, I know. But really, for all the dialogues, contractions, you should pay a lot of attention to them, because the students will always avoid them. They'll always change this into you are. They'll always change this into I will, right? Because it's so much easier to say. And also because they've practiced it that way for so long that it's really hard to change. They know it's the same, but yeah. So, yeah, let's just do the second half again, starting with oh right, and is English spoken there? Is English spoken much there? Yes.
Oh, right. Is English spoken much there?
I really have no idea.
Oh, well, how about credit cards? Are they accepted everywhere?
How would I know?
Well, you are a travel agent, aren't you?
You
are
a traveler.
You are a travel agent, aren't you?
Aren't you?
Aren't you?
Aren't you?
Aren't you?
What? This is a hair salon. You have the wrong number.
Fine. Thank you very much. As I mentioned, the dialogues there, it's a great opportunity to correct a lot of stuff. And of course, I mean, it's all about time. I don't know how much time you might have in the classroom to do some of these things, but dialogues are something that I like using a lot in my classes. So I'll let you one more from the other side. Can I have a volunteer? No. Come on. I can make my sad bell, guys. They're not working. Nothing? All right. Well, then I'll have you two. Yes, please. One of the other things too that I'll just add, because some of these things are coming to me as we're up here telling you. One of the other things that I've often liked doing too with dialogues is if there's a possibility, and again this is a time issue of course, if there is the possibility in the classroom, once you've done a dialogue like this in one English class, the next English class you have, I've always found it excellent to review the dialogue by having another 2 or 3 students quickly do the dialogue at the beginning of the class. Just because it helps them to it reminds them that it's not completely gone, and it also gives you an opportunity to maybe get a couple of students to do the dialogue that missed it the first time around. Okay. That's how you say it.
Can I borrow your phone to call my boss?
I can't believe you still don't have a cell phone. Here you go.
Thanks. Now, what I need to do?
First of all, be sure to turn it on and don't forget to dial the area code.
Okay, I can see the number, but I can't hear anything.
Stage fright. That's because you haven't pressed the call button.
Okay, it's ringing.
Try not to get too excited. You will probably get his voicemail.
Oh, you're right. It's a recording.
Make sure to hit the end button, or else you will leave our conversation on his voicemail.
Great, good. Thank you very much. Now, what I would like to do is just to go over a couple of things. When I was listening to it, I noticed that Jenny, when you were speaking the word thanks, you said now what, and then I heard what I need to do. Right, and you got to get that do in there.
What do I need?
Right, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Good. Just try to remember a rhythm. Very often with the lines, you don't need to ask people to try and get every word. Give them the whole line and let them hear it. What do I need to do? And the other one, for your part here, your TH. And actually I noticed this with a couple of others too. Not that I'm going to, because this is a real pain too, but TH sounds are often a very big problem for students to make. So, when you're doing the TH, this is always the giveaway, right? The tongue and the teeth, right? I'm sure you've probably seen this before. So that if you're, forgive my terrible drawing skills, really a lousy artist. But, if this... if you're actually producing the TH sound, you really should see the tongue touching the tip of the teeth, and the air also blowing through there, right? That's what you're getting. And then you're getting a kind of, like, it's coming away when you're producing it. Yeah, this kind of thing is also one of the things that the dialogues often give away as little areas where people could improve. So, depending on you, depending again on your time and how many people you're dealing with, if you can find a chance to correct some of these pronunciation errors, dialogues are a great place to do it. Okay, great. And the only other thing, did you notice when you said you said you will? Or no, was it you? Yeah, I think it was. You. Can you say it one more time, please?
You're probably getting.
You will probably. You will. Right. For this one again, think about the word, okay, most people know the word mule. Mule. Right, now, when you do this, aisle, mule, aisle. It's the same kind of sound that you're dealing with here, right? And again, for pronunciation, I usually try to, because different levels have different, of course, vocabularies. So if you're dealing with a higher level class, you can probably draw on more precise words. But for very easy classes, lower level classes, drawing on very